Hardened Kiko Martinez, who can bang, and Matt, as you remember, especially early.
Yeah, very early on. Like I say, he stopped Bernard Dunn in the first round. At the time, Bernard Dunn was a rising star, and Kiko hadn't read the script. He came out and caught Bernard, so Zelfa has to be switched on right from the start here.
He does give away age and size, though, as well. Martinez, he's not a natural super featherweight, and Barrett's tall and rangy, very skillful as well. So will Martinez be able to get in close and rattle off those combinations that have seen him have good success, but not really recently? A long time since a big win for him, but always competitive and always fit.
Yeah, but you'd have to think he's very much in the twilight of his career now. A lot of miles on the clock as well. What ambition is left? You've got Zelfa Barrett, who's young, hungry, fresh, has all the sort of physical advantages as well, and youth.
Just taking a look at him sensibly, Barrett here on the back foot, just using that left hand and just trying to sneak one into the body as well, which is not always a big target of Martinez, who keeps those elbows tucked in. Scott Quigg got rid of him in a couple of rounds, but he normally is heavy-handed early, and if you can get him out of there, well, you're a pretty good fighter. Gary Russell Jr., we were there, Matt, when that happened, and Leo Santa Cruz as well, did him in 5. But he does spring the odd upset, not just Bernard Dunn. It was not fancy to win the world title, but he beat the undefeated Jonathan Romero and then defended a couple of times as well. So a surprise story, really, Kiko Martinez, who's achieved big things in this sport.
Yeah, he's been a great pro. He's had a fantastic career. Like you say, he's gone a 2-weight European champion as well, I think. So, like I say, very experienced, very seasoned. And this is a really good match for Zelfa Barrett, because this is by far the most experienced opponent he's fought as of now. And Eric Donovan showed us in the last fight that he can be outboxed at times. But that said, I was still impressed with Zelfa Barrett that night, the way he stayed patient. He didn't get frustrated, kept his composure, and actually found the punches when he needed to.
Yep, it was a stunning come-from-behind victory. Donovan was ticking off the rounds and looking really good. He was an excellent former amateur, the Irishman, so it was a difficult fight in fight camp for Barrett. Good body shots there. He's nice and relaxed. Zelfa Barrett here in the opening round. Martinez not having too much success. Kiko Martinez, pretty big in Spain. One of the best fighters out of that country for many years. The black and white trunks, former super bantamweight champion of the world, 2-weight European king, but in fight number 53 now. He's had a long career and is 34. Barrett, 7 years younger, fresher, with everything ahead, and the physical attributes as well, as he whips in another body shot. Is this about softening up the pocket rocket from Alicante?
Yeah, softening him up, and I think also, keep him turning, keep him readjusting, keep him resetting, make him use those old legs. You can see Barrett, he's doing that, he's using the canvas, he's not being pushed around the ring, he's not being pressed around the ring, he's choosing to negate his way around the peripheral of the ring, and it's making Kiko come after him, readjust, make him use those old legs, and that's what he's doing here, Zelfa Barrett.
Right hand from Martinez, but just before that, a left hook to the body, and I like the way Zelfa Barrett's throwing that tonight, just to try and slow Martinez. Although he's got that experience of the 12-round fights, that's a good shot from Barrett. Accurate, vicious with the left hand tonight. I think he really wants to make a statement here.
Yeah, he's got a really good left hook, Zelfa Barrett. Really good left hook, throws it sharp, just counters with it lovely.
Good right hand from Martinez, though. Squeaks through the middle. That troubled Barrett. And Kiko Martinez has always had power, especially early. 29 knockouts on the long slate. And just a reminder there to Barrett.
Yeah, got nailed there. That was a good, hard shot. He certainly felt that one. So I think, you know, Zelfa can't get carried away too early. Needs to keep moving, keep Martinez turning, soften him up, land the body shots, but don't get greedy, don't get carried away, because Martinez is dangerous.
A good right hands from Kiko Martinez. Speed of Barrett's important in this one, but he's got to keep his defenses tight, particularly early, because the last thing you lose is your punch in boxing. And Martinez, as fit as ever, if not as agile, certainly. Martinez Regosa, that he's lost the big fights lately. Gary Russell, Josh Warrington, Leo Santa Cruz, Scott Quigg, of course, in Manchester. Carl Frampton, he fought a couple of times. Always gives such a good account, though, Kiko, and he's a popular fella, always smiling, and good to have him on the scene.
Yeah, and all those guys you mentioned, Adam, those are all world-class fighters. You know, Zelfa Barrett hasn't proven himself to be world-class. He hasn't even boxed at world-class yet, but he's looking to, you know, climb those rankings and get there. So, you know, this is a really good matchup. It'll show where he's at, but he can't afford to switch up against someone like Kiko Martinez, because even though this isn't his natural weight, you know, he was a massive puncher down at super bantam at featherweight. So, you know, he still will have respectful power even up at super feather. Good uppercut there from Barrett.
Body shots and uppercuts, key for Zelfa Barrett. Kiko Martinez was training pretty ferociously hard in the bubble this week. He did a 12-round session on Thursday night. I think he just loves it, keeping himself in shape and looking to upset the apple cart. Barrett has lost once before to Ronnie Clark on points back in February 2018. But he's won 5 since then, and he's surely looking to go on to European Championships and maybe one day Worlds. But he'll learn tonight, won't he, from this Kiko Martinez.
Yeah, good jabs there from Barrett. Again, looking for that left hook counter, but Kiko Martinez takes down the gloves.
Just got to watch that right hand of Martinez.
Just staying nice and compact, keeping the pressure on Barrett, getting closer with his feet, and then looking for that left hook counter.
Good action in the third here. Good match between Barrett and Martinez. Crossroads, and one that Zelfa Barrett, if he wins, can look on towards bigger honours. But Martinez right in front of him. He's not going anywhere at the moment. And he will. You said you wonder about the ambitions. He probably will still have 1 or 2 at 34, maybe, to get another crack at a world title. He's firing still, isn't he? Ferocious.
Yeah, very much. This is he's under pressure here, Zelfa Barrett. Kiko really starting to fancy it. Having a lot of success, he is.
Uppercut just missed, and a body shot as well. Is he? On a Manchester's finest, Zelfa Barrett in the black and gold and the black and white of Kiko Martinez. Very familiar face to British fight fans. Always comes and gives an excellent account of himself, and has won 41 through the years. And he's doing well tonight.
Yeah, I think Zelfa Barrett should, instead of throwing the left hook, because Kiko Martinez seems to be rolling underneath the left hook, I'd like to see him throw the left uppercut instead and try and walk him onto that shot. The left hook seems to be missing. He's coming underneath it. With the left uppercut, he might just duck right onto it.
Body shot from Kiko Martinez. Alsacian from Alicante in southern Spain, but he's been all around the world. Have gloves, will travel. We bumped into him in America a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, he's a road warrior, that's for sure.
Still getting through, Martinez. Are you giving him these rounds?
Yeah, I gave Kiko the last two. I gave Zelfa the first, but the last two I thought Kiko bossed it. Like I say, these shots he's blocking, he's deflecting most of them, and he's really put a lot of
nice
pressure.
left hook from Martinez, and a right to the body as well. Just utilizing his experience, having been a world champion and fought at a much higher level than Zelfa Barrett.
Yeah, really good head movement as well. He's good at slipping inside and then covering the canvas with his feet as he comes.
Missing Barrett. Will be about pace this fight. 12 rounds as well, and we know what a hectic rate Martinez starts at. But Zelfa Barrett's been moving a lot. Younger, fresher, yes, more ambitious, probably Zelfa Barrett, but Kiko Martinez just teaching him one or two things in there. Good body shots. He's flowing tonight, Martinez. No sign of him being in any way really aging, or certainly not shot.
No, well, I think Zelfa Barrett early on, it's a case of damage limitations. Good right hand there from Zelfa Barrett. You know, you kind of have to nearly accept a little bit that Kiko's gonna probably have the better of the first half of the fight, but then you're the younger man, the bigger man. You want to be stepping.
IBF Intercontinental belt on the line. 12 rounds in the 9 4 super featherweight division. The advancing, always seemingly advancing, Kiko Martinez in the black and white, and the gold skirt-like outfit of Zelfa Barrett from Manchester. Did catch Martinez, I thought, with a right hand in the 4th round, and although Martinez might be ticking off some of these sessions, I just thought he was troubled a bit by that, and I wonder if the countering shots as he comes in will start bothering Martinez when he slows.
Yeah, good left hook from Kiko Martinez, and that hurts Zelfa.
That was a good punch from Martinez, though. No sign of slowing at the moment. And Barrett takes another one, just like he did earlier on in the 2nd round. And Martinez proving a real menace here tonight to Zelfa Barrett. 2nd fight under the Matchroom banner, 2nd fight on Sky for Barrett. Martinez we've seen for years, and he's just reminding us what he can do.
Yeah, good head movement, slipping under the shots here and keeping the pressure, cutting off the ring, landing body shots. This is good work from Kiko Martinez.
Excellent, educated, come forward pressure.
Again, just pulling out. See him not taking, blocking, slipping.
There's that right hand again of Barrett. Man, he needs something to keep Martinez off him, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think he needs to get his respect. He needs to maybe stand his ground a little bit. Not trade, but maybe plant his feet and really land some hard shots here and just get Kiko Martinez's respect, because right now, Kiko's just walking through him.
The right hand again from Martinez. If anything, he's becoming more and more confident, the Spaniard. And you feel if the pattern continues, whether he'll just feel, you know what, I can get this done, and I might be able to get it done inside the distance as well. So experienced. Barrett needs a bit of success here. He needs just to remind and hurt Martinez. He is the fresher man, and he's got the physical advantages, certainly with reach in there.
Yeah, and you know, the bigger man, the fresher man. you know, landed a left hook there and a left uppercut as well. I think that's the shot, the left uppercut, because Kiko leans in over the front foot as he tries to slip inside and close the distance. I think the left uppercut is probably the shot for Zelfa Barrett.
Blood to the nose of Martinez, who walks into one there.
Yeah, again, the left hooks, they're missing. Martinez is getting underneath the left hook. I think the left uppercut is the shot. That's the one he should be looking for.
Left to the body. Remains patient, and having Pat Barrett in the corner just to calm his nephew down, I think is a good thing. Kiko Martinez raised his fist at the end of that one, but he is a bit marked up, and he will continue to launch an assault and use those combinations on Zelfa Barrett. But I think Andy's right, a bit of patience here from Barrett, get back behind the jab and just wait for Martinez to slow slightly, because he's got to at some point.
Yeah, he's 34 years old. He's covering a lot of ground here in the ring. That, you know, as you get older, your legs slow down a little bit. So, you know, he's had to work hard here, Kiko Martinez, even though he's winning the fights. And I agree with Andy Clark's scorecard. I've given Kiko Martinez the last 4 rounds, but, you know, you'd expect at his age that he's going to slow as the fight progresses into the later rounds. And I think that's when Zelfa Barrett can step on the gas and, you know, he's youthful, he's bigger, he's stronger, so that's where he looked to take over. But it's crucial that he doesn't panic here. Or, you know, he was 5 rounds down, I thought, against Eric Donovan and found the punches. So, you know, he's just got to stay nice and patient.
Not just Donovan, who he took out in the 8th, but Jordan McCorry before that was a 9th round stoppage win for Zelfa Barrett. So he can come on late in a fight. Went 12 rounds with Leon Woodstock. Before that in Leeds. 2 of his last 3 have been in the city of Leeds. Martinez, a couple in Spain. Before that, we were ringside for his 5th round defeat to Gary Russell Jr. He was just getting chewed up. I think it was a cut officially, but he was outclassed then by Russell, who, of course, is a possible opponent for Josh Warrington, should Warrington come through later tonight.
Yeah, just missing with a few big left hooks there, Barrett, and then Kiko nailing him with some hard straight shots down the middle.
I mean, after 50 fights, you can sort of call him a servant to the sport, can't you, Kiko Martinez? And he's been a wonderful one.
Yeah, wonderful servant. Obviously, we named a few guys beforehand. Leo Santa Cruz, you know, Carl Frampton, he boxed him twice. Gary Russell Jr., I mean, he's literally fought them all. Scott Quigg, fantastic servant of the game.
Learning and education for Zelfa Barrett. Losing rounds here to Martinez, left hook as well.
Yeah, you just see the defensive skills there, the experience of Kiko Martinez, just slipping and sliding, rolling the shots, blocking, deflecting them off his shoulder.
Good left hook to the body from Kiko Martinez as we enter the 2nd half of this one. Chief support, IBF Intercontinental 9-stone 4-belt on the line. And it really is up for grabs at the moment. You can see how many more rounds Kiko has boxed than Zelfa Barrett. 300 before tonight's fight. So all that experience and that knowledge, and in with the very best as well. And you can't compare them, really. But Zelfa Barrett has got age, and he's got freshness and enthusiasm and all of that on his side. Plus some ring craft. Is he doing enough, though?
I'd like to see Barrett just time Kiko Martinez, walk him onto the short right hand, left upper combination. I think that's the shot that'll catch him. He leans in, leans to his left, tries to cock the left hook or the you know, the lead left hand. I wouldn't call it a jab because there's real venom on it, but as he tries to get set with that, as he tries to slip to his left, meeting with the short right hand, then the left uppercut.
Blood pouring from the nose. Face a bit of a mask, Kiko Martinez, but he just marches forward. He's been doing that since June 2004. Incredible. The commitment to the game, to the sport.
I mean, when you're a promoter, a manager, a matchmaker, and you're making a fight like this, which is a crossroads fight, you've got your prospect, and then you've got a former world champion, and you're taking him up a weight, so you're thinking you're stacking it, the odds in the favor of your fighter, but obviously it's a risk because he's a lot more experienced, a lot more seasoned, a lot more proven, but these are the fights that, you know, take you to that next level.
He's fighting tonight like he wants to be European or a world champion again, and there's a cut for Barrett, and he was bothered by that. Right eye. And he's being asked questions in here, Zelfa Barrett. Is he ready for this level? Talk of a European title shot maybe next, should he get through this. It's an if at the moment. It's not a guarantee.
No, this is a tough fight. Kiko Martinez asking a lot of questions of him.
Blood trickling down that right eye. Body shot from Martinez, who just won't slow down.
No, these are good, these right hands to the body from Kiko.
Dave's got it close. How have you got it, Matt?
No, I've got Kiko Martinez 5 rounds to 2. I've got him 3 up.
Yep, I think Martinez is ahead in this fight. 3 judges at the ringside. Howard Foster, Steve Gray, Bob Williams. And 5 to go here. So no panic for Barrett fans. But Martinez straight out the blocks again, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's keeping that pressure on him. He's cutting off the ring. He's feinting, like I say, he's blocking and deflecting shots. He's not getting hit cleanly with a lot of stuff. And, you know, Barrett very much on the back foot. Difficult to generate power.
Has he got to, you know, try and something a bit different here, Barrett? You know, plant his feet, get that jab going, maybe try and back up Martinez, or certainly hit him harder than he has.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to panic just yet. There's 5 rounds to go, and, you know, I think Kiko's a few... Oh, good left hook from Kiko Martinez again. That was a hard shot.
Yeah, finding gaps in the defense here, Kiko Martinez.
I don't think Zelfa Barrett needs to panic, but I think he does need to get Kiko's respect.
I just think Martinez piling forward round after round. And as much as Barrett uses his nice skills on the back foot, it's not deterring the Spaniard in any way.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to fade at this pace either, because he's the one dictating the terms in there.
There's been a couple of shots of right hand back in the 4th and a left hook as well. But I thought Barrett might be looking for these countering punches that double the effect, but nothing major's landed, and Martinez just trying to swarm all over Barrett, and he's picking up the pace here in the 8th, Kiko Martinez. And Barrett under pressure, real hot tempo. He's set Kiko Martinez from the off, and he's looking, but he's looking battered around the face as well, isn't he? Nose, mouth, eye. Zelfa Barrett really testing him this.
Yeah, I thought early on he was moving well and keep the older fighter, keep him turning, keep him readjusting, but actually now the pace of the fight, I think is Kiko's the one in the driver's seat. I don't think it's a case now where Zelfa's keeping him turning. It's the fact that he's having to move out the way because Kiko's coming after him and pressuring him and landing body shots and has him under the cosh a little bit.
This was the time where he found that sweet left hook to dispatch Eric Donovan. What a knockout that was. One of the best in fight camp until Alexander Povetkin turned up. How he could do with another of those late on here, because Kiko Martinez has... 9th round, Zelfa Barrett and his Uncle Pat, boxing out of the famous Collyhurst and Moston gym. First went there when he was 8, Zelfa. Now he's 27 and in the toughest fight of his career so far against Kiko Martinez, who's wound back the years here at 34 to give a really, really good performance, an impressive display on him from the first bell. Good left hook from Zelfa Barrett. Needs something to stick pretty soon. Martinez attacks. Kiko Martinez, who will not let go. He has been on Zelfa Barrett, who's had his successes, but hasn't managed to sustain it. And Matt, on your card, he's well down.
Yeah, I think he's well down. I think the momentum's all with Kiko Martinez. I think Zelfa Barrett needs a big round here. I think he needs to try and, you know, kill this momentum that Kiko's really building up here. He's very much in the driver's seat. I think Zelfa's the bigger man and needs to stand his ground, maybe use his physical strength, try and push Kiko back, even if he has to fight fire with fire like he's doing now. This is better stuff from him. He's going to get the respect here.
There we go. First time he just tried to back up Martinez in the whole fight and unleashed a combination, but Martinez comes through it with a right hand. Terrific action.
This is better. This is better from Zelfa Barrett. This is much better. This is what he needs to do. Stand his ground, fight fire with fire. Don't get reckless. Stay nice and be very cute defensively, but he's got to get Kiko's respect. He can't just keep backing up. He can't just keep allowing Kiko to bulldoze forward, where he can gain a lot of power and leverage into his shots. He's got to try and take the play away from him.
Absolutely right, because you feel Martinez could do this all night and maybe for more rounds as well. Barrett has to hurt him. He has to try and stem this. He's had a bit of success in the ninth, though. Some good combinations. I like it when he comes forward. He's got the big wingspan, hasn't he? We know he can punch with that left hook. 15 knockouts on the record. How he needs to detonate something on Kiko Martinez. He's got time. Tries the uppercut.
Yeah, I think the uppercuts have worked well. Every time Barrett's thrown, they've been good shots, but I think he just has to believe in himself, stand his ground. He's the bigger man, use his physical strength. Don't allow Kiko to push him back.
Good fighters like Rendell Munro, Josh Warrington, of course, and others have failed to dispatch Kiko Martinez. Carl Frampton as well, the second time they fought, had to go the distance. But he managed to stop him in 9 on the first occasion. He's tough, he's so hard, Kiko Martinez. Does Barrett need the knockout on your card?
Well, he certainly needs these 3 rounds. I can't, on my card, if he loses these, if he wins these 3 rounds, then I've got it a draw.
We don't know, of course, how the 3 judges have got it. Just beneath us, Stephen Gray, Bob Williams, Howard Foster. The come forward aggression, but it's not just been all bluster from Martinez. It's been accurate at times, hasn't it, tonight?
Yeah, no, he's been good. He's been used his experience, his know-how, his head movement's been brilliant. Like I say, he's been slipping inside the shots, covering the canvas with his feet, getting close, forcing back in Zelfa Barrett up onto the ropes, then, you know, letting his hands go and landed some good shots. Hurt Barrett a couple of times. Barrett's landed some good shots as well, but certainly Martinez landing more.
You really see the skills of Zelfa Barrett. But he's got to show more variety. There's the jab and the blood from the nose and mouth of Kiko Martinez, but it's not bothering him.
You know, just looking for that left uppercut there. Zelfa Barrett didn't quite land it. You see again there, Kiko just slide, you know, riding the shot with a little shoulder roll. That's the experience, the old veteran.
Because he's got lovely moves, hasn't he, Barrett? And he throws good left hands, and there's plenty to like about him. But can he sustain it?
Yeah, and I think down a couple of levels, these shots, he'd be landing them, but Kiko, the extra experience, the cuteness, being at a higher level, he sees them coming and he's able to just carry them and deflect them and ride them with the shoulders.
Uppercut, body shot, really good from Zelfa Barrett. Needs something still. Martinez just trying to pin him in the corners on the ropes. Barrett fighting back with fire. It's been a good last couple of rounds in terms of action, as Barrett's taken it a bit more to Martinez. He's needed to and will need to in the next 2 rounds.
No lo dejes. Eso es. Corre. Tienes que correr, no caminar. Corre. Baja de rodillas. Sube con tu golpe.
There you go, so that's it. There we go. Good jab.
Hazme eso. Baja de rodillas.
Kiko Martinez has been relentless. Zelfa Barrett at times has been classy and skillful and pot-shotting, and it'll be fascinating to see how the judges have got this one, Matt.
Yeah, it's going to be close. I think Zelfa Barrett's been really good the last couple of rounds. He's put some nice combinations together. He's not just relying on single shots, and he's not backing up all the time. Yeah, he's still boxing on the outside, but he's picking his moments to stand his ground and let his shots go, and he's having success when he's doing it.
There we go. There you go.
There you go, says Uncle Pat. Yeah, clever stuff from Zelfa Barrett.
Good left hook.
I like the way he just ups the tempo as well and lets his fists fly. He's got real speed.
Yeah, he's really fast with that counter left hook. Just landed a good shot then.
Would you have liked to see more of this earlier?
Yeah, I think he let Kiko have too many of the early middle rounds. I thought he's left it a little bit late, but then, you know, it's easier said than done when you're on the outside looking in. But this is better stuff. And when he stands, like I say, he doesn't have to stand his ground and go to war. He doesn't have to get into a trade-off or anything like that. But at times he has to get his respect, which he has done in these last couple of rounds.
Martinez with a left hook and a right to the body.
You know, you can't just have someone backing you up all the time. You've got to give them some deterrent.
They're classier shots from Barrett, but the volume and sustained aggression from Kiko Martinez, and he's picked some good body shots as well. Nice left hands, rights earlier on, which troubled Barrett. Not quite as much coming from the Spaniard, but that was to be expected.
Yeah, he's slowed down, but you know, he's 34 years old, and Barrett's obviously upped it as well. It's a bit of both. I think Martinez has slowed, but I think Barrett has certainly upped the pace here.
Yeah, he's been much better second half of the fight, hasn't he? Zelfa Barrett. And look at him here now. Good right hand. Just tries to turn him. Can he back him up?
This is good for Barrett. This is where he has to show. I'm the younger man. I'm the one who's got my career ahead of me. I'm going to dig in. This is my fight. Lovely shot. Good left uppercut, come hook there from him.
Fantastic stuff from Zelfa Barrett. Really showing us his skill and his courage as well, and how much he wants.
Could be all on this last round.
We saw a good one with Lee Wood and Maurice Mold for the British title, and this has been another very hard-fought contest in the super featherweight division. The IBF Intercontinental belt on the line. More importantly, is this a gateway to Zelfa Barrett fighting for a European title? Can he nick the decision here, or has Kiko Martinez done enough in those early to mid rounds How have the three judges got it? How close, Matt?
Really close, and I think there's a few rounds in the middle there that were maybe a bit closer, and it depending on what way the judge has seen that, they're the kind of pivotal rounds, because I think there's no doubt that Zelfa Barrett has really upped it these last few, and I think he's going to look to finish strong here as well in this 12th and final round.
He suddenly just looks more confident, relaxed, boxing with a rhythm, like he's woken up a bit. Martinez not as successful as he was in those mid-rounds.
I mean, it's a close fight here. Both guys must feel that they need this last round.
I think he's definitely shown us the classier shot, Zelfa Barrett. No doubt about that in terms of skills and finesse. And I like the fact he's come right back at it as well as he turns southpaw. It's just a matter of what the judges like with Kiko Martinez and that aggression, and plenty were getting through, weren't they, cleanly too?
Yeah, no, Martinez landed a lot of shots, but certainly Barrett has landed his two. It's been a really good fight. It's a close fight. It's been a hard-fought fight. Like I say, the left uppercuts have been brilliant from Barrett when he throws them.
Do you know what? It's been a really good fight, and you'd see it again, wouldn't you? Maybe for a European title, and you wonder if Barrett can, come on better next time with the style of Martinez. Now he knows what it's like to be in there with him.
Well, whatever happens here, however the judges are seeing this is Zelfa Barrett will have learned more in this fight than maybe all his fights put together. Is in with a real veteran, or someone who knows his way around the ring, who knows when to step on you. He's really good at seeing him there, just stepping back and deflecting the shot on the shoulder, rolling underneath the left hooks. He's very, very clever fighter, Kiko Martinez. He's not just a puncher.
I think over the 12 rounds, he deserves this, Kiko Martinez. I think that he's been really good, the 34-year-old from Spain, but it's taken nothing away from the moments that Zelfa Barrett's had, and it's an education, it's a learning business, and if he doesn't get the decision tonight, Zelfa, he will come again. But I think Martinez has been, the last 2 or 3 rounds maybe aside.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here in London, England, we go to the judges' scorecards. Steve Gray and Bob Williams both scored this bout 118 to 111. Howard Foster scored this contest 116 to 113. All three for your winner by unanimous decision from Manchester, England, Zelfa Brown Flash Barrett.
Well, Zelfa